Hey YouTube, what's going on? John back again. Well guys, it's been a couple weeks. I know I haven't been putting up any videos recently. I've just been waiting on a bunch of stuff to come in the mail, and I got a ton of packages that came in over the last 3 weeks, so about time I'm ready to shoot another video. Got a ton of Laserdiscs that we're going to do, a lot of Laserdiscs, and I got a couple of Blu-rays to show off for you guys, so let's get it going. First thing I got, this is my one and only eBay package that came in. I had to wait to get this one straight from Japan. Cost me 28 bucks. We got Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Good sequel, great movie. I have the original. You guys saw the original video where I had Return of the Living Dead Part 1, so had to pick this up. Got it for a great price. Nice little companion piece. Alright, went to one of my local shops. They finally started getting some Laserdiscs in. Picked up 2 that they had. First one got My Dinner with Andre. Haven't seen it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. 4 bucks. Price is right. Had to pick this one up. Next one, another one I haven't seen. Ordinary People. Movie won 3 Oscars. Can't be all that bad. Never seen it. Let's see what happens. Alright, next one I got. Now, this next several discs are going to be from Munoz Luis over at the Laserdisc Forever Facebook page. This is everything that I've bought off of him in the last several weeks. So, none of it's in particular order. This is just everything that I've bought from this guy. So, if any of you guys know this guy, he's one of the best sellers out there. Gives fair prices, great deals, super fast shipper. So, like I said, here we go. First one we got, Highlander The Final Dimension. Got this one to complete my Highlander collection. Finally got them all in Laserdisc. This is a pretty good movie. Better than the second one. Nowhere near as good as the first. Still a good movie, though. Alright, finally got myself a late release copy of Snake Eyes. Loved this movie. Saw it when it came out in theaters back in the 90s. Have been wanting to get this one on Laserdisc for quite a while. So, finally got it. There you go. Next one I got, Living Out Loud. Not too big into romantic comedies. This one I actually enjoy. Haven't seen it in several years, so can't wait to give it a shot again. Now this one I have never seen until I finally got it. I got Brain Donors. I just bought this alone on the title. I remember hearing about it when I was a kid. Watched it. This is one funny movie, guys. If none of you guys have ever seen it, please check it out. You will laugh yourself stupid. Alright, next one, got Firestorm. Never seen this one, but, you know, for $1, I'm not going to complain. May like it, may not, who cares. Next one I got, Kinjite, Forbidden Subjects. My first Charles Bronson Laserdisc in my collection. Never seen this one, but it's a Charles Bronson movie, so I'm pretty sure I'll like it. Alright, next up we got 2 Chuck Norris ones. We got The Hitman and Hellbound. Never seen either one of these, but you know what? Price was good, and it's a Chuck Norris flick. I know I'll like them. Alright, we got some good horror movies that I picked up. We got American Werewolf in Paris. Haven't seen this one in a long time. You know, I know it's an okay movie. It's not the original. The original still reigns supreme, but this is kind of sort of a late release Laserdisc, and, you know, I wanted to pick it up, so. Alright, next one we got, and I haven't seen this one in about 20 years. We got Warlock the Armageddon. I know that when I did see it, I enjoyed it, so had to get it on Laserdisc to see it again. Next one we got Man's Best Friend. I honestly haven't seen this movie since it came out. I'm looking forward to revisiting it soon enough. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it now. Alright, next one we got is Kronos. I want to say it's Guillermo del Toro's first movie, but I'm not 100% sure. That saying aside, it is one brilliant film. I have the Criterion Blu-ray. This is just a phenomenal freaking movie. You know, let every one of us know who Guillermo del Toro was, and he made this, and he's here to stay. Alright, so next one we got up was this little sci-fi movie here called Oblivion. I've never seen it. I mainly bought it for 2 reasons. Number one, that's one reason. You know, I love me some Full Moon. I love me some Charles Band, so I'm pretty much I'll enjoy it. You know, when I researched it, you see all these good actors you got in here. You know, you got Andrew Divoff, he was Wishmaster. You got Meg Foster from They Live, Master of the Universe. Isaac Hayes. You got Julie Newmar. Carl Stricken, that was Addams Family. Lurch. George Takei. You know. So, pretty sure I'll enjoy this movie. Alright, next one we got up. Steven Spielberg's very first film, Duel. Haven't seen this movie in a very long time. I'm looking forward to revisiting it, especially since I got it on Laserdisc. Alright, next one up. We have Sleepers. You know, regardless if this is a true story or not, this is an excellent film. Great performances all around. Phenomenal story. I love everything about this movie. It's one of the one of the better, more underrated 90s films. So, very good film. All right, next up, kind of got a trend going here. We got two Barry Levinsons back-to-back. We got Young Sherlock Holmes. I haven't seen this one in quite a long time. I'm going to be looking forward to revisiting this soon enough. And next one I got up, got The Jungle Book. Now, believe it or not, I wanted to see I have not seen this movie. I wanted to see it when it came out, but, my parents at the time, they didn't feel like taking me to go see it. I didn't feel like spending the overpriced I'm wanting to buy the overpriced DVD, so this was the better option for me, so can't wait to give this one a watch as soon as I get the chance. Alright, we got one late release that I got from him. We got Half Baked. Saw this one when I was about 16 years old. Still a funny movie today. Glad to have this one on Laserdisc. And last but not least, from his package, we got The Dollars Trilogy, Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more in Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. 3 of the best westerns ever made, and one of the greatest movies ever made. So there we go. Alright, let me give this a pause real quick, guys. And we're back. Now, this next pile I'm going to tell you, long story short, this pile survived a trip that it should have never survived. I ended up buying anywhere between 15 and 17 movies off of Laserdisc Forever member. And, he gave me a great deal on them. I'm not going to say that, but, the guy had never mailed a Laserdisc before, and these things, let's just say I'm not going to go into how they were packed. Let's just say it's a miracle that I got 2 packages from him, and they both survived the trip. So if any of you guys are shippers out there, you're watching these videos, do yourself a favor. Take good care when you ship a Laserdisc off to somebody, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is have a very rare movie, get damaged and, you lose your money out of it. So anyway, we're going to do these next 5 all in a row. I can't talk all about them because to me this is a singular collective. We've got Fist of Fury. We've got The Chinese Connection. Return of the Dragon. Enter the Dragon. Game of Death, and Curse of the Dragon. Let me start off by saying I can't believe it's been almost 42 years since the late, great Bruce Lee passed away. Having said that, these are some of the greatest movies, martial arts films ever made. It still goes to say that Bruce Lee was, and still is, the greatest martial artist of all time. Not to also mention, he was a very good actor. These are some great films. I do not have any of the Blu-ray sets yet. It's just, I had an opportunity to get one, but the discs were messed up. This is just the best way to see it for me. I love these films, and I'm glad to finally own them. Alright, next one up, we got a bunch of Jackie Chan films. Let's start off with Operation Condor 2, The Armor of the Gods. Now, this is actually the first movie in the set. This is actually a trilogy. The last film came out about a year or two ago. When this was released in the States, let's just do this one to say it, Operation Condor. This was released first, but this is actually the sequel to the original Armor of the God, because in Hong Kong, this is known as the Armor of God. This one is known the Armor of God 2, Operation Condor. So, I guess for the market, they wanted to retitle it, but either way, I actually prefer the second one to the first one. So, next one we got is Crime Story. I ain't never seen this one, but it was part of the lot, so I figure I got to buy all the Jackie Chan I can. Next one we got is Police Story. Now, this is actually both versions that came out in the U.S. are edited. This one actually is edited a little differently. This is when New Line had the rights to Police Story, so they did their own edit. Then I think Dragon Dynasty got their hands on it and did their own edit. So this is actually unique because this one's only ever come out on Laserdisc and VHS. This edit has never hit Blu-ray, so Blu-ray or DVD for that matter. So this is actually pretty special. Next up, we've got Super Cop, also known as Police Story 3. And last but not least, Jackie Chan's First Strike, which is Police Story 4. Two good films, especially Super Cop. Very good film, very good stunts especially. And next up, the movie that made Jackie Chan pretty famous in the States, Rumble in the Bronx. Followed by one of my personal favorite Jackie Chan movies, Mr. Nice Guy. This one actually is very funny. I liked this one from the first time I saw it. So there you go. Now, these next 3, I can thank my favorite director, Quentin Tarantino, for this. I would have never heard of neither of these 3 movies had it not been for me watching True Romance back in 2000. So we got The Street Fighter, Return of the Street Fighter, and The Street Fighter's Last Revenge. Never seen any of these movies, but again, based on Tarantino, had to see it. Not to also mention, we all know this, Sonny Chiba played Hattori Hanzo in Kill Bill Volume 1, so there you go. Alright, last 2 I got, these are both the same package. Got two of my holy grails. I ended up getting Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Believe it or not, this was the third DVD I ever bought. I can remember that way back in 1999. I saw this movie at least 3 times in the theater when it came out. One of my favorite comedies. I still love this movie. Been chasing it down on Laserdisc for a while. I had an opportunity to buy it several years ago. Or not even several years ago, excuse me. I had an opportunity to buy this about 2 years ago, but I missed it. It came actually along with a Pioneer CLD 99 Laserdisc player. And the guy only wanted about 50 to 60 bucks for it. But I ended up missing it. One of our Laserdisc Forever members got it. I'm glad that he did because he needed it more than I do. So, anyway, last but not least, part of the package, and this was the main reason I bought all these movies that you see right here. Because in order to get one, you got to buy them all. And that was the one that I wanted to get. I finally got The Matrix on Laserdisc. You know, we can't talk too much about The Matrix without saying it's a very revolutionary film, did a lot for sci-fi, but at the same time, the funny part is all these movies behind it, excluding Austin Powers, The Matrix ripped off on so many ways, but who cares? It's still an enjoyable film. Everyone knows The Matrix was one of the last Laserdiscs released. It has a different color timing compared to what's out there on Blu-ray today. A lot of people like this because it has the great AC3 track behind it, so I'm finally glad to own this one. Now, moving on to the last of our video. Sorry for my leg there, guys. We ended up getting a couple of Blu-ray pickups over the last couple weeks now. I've been buying a lot of Blu-rays. I've actually been pretty deep into Laserdiscs, so Blu-ray's been pretty shy, but we had a couple. Ended up picking up, getting that one in yesterday. Got the Cable Guy. For those of you guys that don't know, this one is actually going out of print. Sony is dumping off all their stuff onto other companies, so right now, if any of you guys are going to watch this video tonight, and I hope you do, you can go on the Go Hastings website, use their Father's Day code, and you can actually get this for like 30% off right now. I got this from Go Hastings, and it actually came in very good shape. It was actually, resealed, but the disc didn't have a single fingerprint on it, so very glad to have this one back. Little side script, and I love telling people about this. I actually have this on Laserdisc. It is one of the most notorious rotters of all time, but my copy is 100% rot-free. So, very happy to do that. And finally got this one, Dumb and Dumber 2. Picked this one up, of all places, at a pawn shop. I picked this one up for $6 at a pawn shop. Very happy. Didn't want to spend that, $20. I don't care what anybody says about Dumb and Dumber 2. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I thought it was hysterical. I'm not going to use the words just as good as the first one, but you know what? I still enjoy it, and it makes me laugh. And we finally got 2 good horror movies here. Got the good companion piece. I think you guys saw this one in my last videos. I've had to get the Blu-ray, though, Cannibal Ferox. Love this movie. Wanted it for that nice documentary, so this was worth it. And one I've been waiting for years. Got Society. Haven't seen this movie since the good old VHS days, and luckily my local FYE ended up getting it in, and they had it on sale for $26.99, so I was more than happy to pick that up. So, well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully, in the next couple weeks, I'll have some more packages coming in, and we'll do another video as soon as we can. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.